I'm Yolanda Tonette Sanders, and today I have with me author Cindy Thomson. And Cindy and I are co-founders of the Faith and Fellowship Book Festival, and we just wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about the festival and invite you to join us. So, hey, Cindy, hey.
Hey, great to be here with you and talk to readers. That's our favorite thing to do, and talk about authors.
Yes. So, uh, why don't we tell the people how we met and came up with this idea about the Faith and Fellowship Book Festival? Because I think we met, if I'm not mistaken, I think we met like 7 years before we even talked about the festival, right?
I think so. We kept getting seated at book festivals next to each other, so we kind of got to know each other, got
Yeah.
to know a bit about the heart we put into our books.
Yes, I think we met maybe around 2009. I could totally be making that year up. Uh, but somehow 2009 keeps popping into my head. I believe it was the Ohioana Book Festival,
Mhm.
like a author event or something, and we just would see one another around and like, hey.
Yes, but things really started getting going at the Books by the Banks Festival. We were there at Cincinnati in 2016, which was an interesting year for books.
Yes. Yes, that's right. So October 2016. And if anyone remembers that time, that was a little over a month. Or wait, did we have less than a month? I think we had less than a month before the 2016 election. And so Cindy and I were both there and we were seated next to one another. And what's really interesting is that we don't write in the same genre. So, uh, just to give a recap, the 2016 election, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. So you can imagine the political climate around that time. And so Cindy and I were both there and wanted to get a break from politics. We were tired, and we were seated at the same table. No, we weren't. We were at the end of two tables that were next to one another. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. But God has a sense of humor because I was so sick of politics, which is why this channel will not cover politics. Sorry, you can get that anywhere else. I just don't want to deal with the drama. But I wanted to get away from politics, and my table mate was someone highly involved in politics, and he had written a political thriller. And so Cindy was on my left side, and I spent most times talking to her this way because I wasn't feeling it. And that's where the story began, right?
Right. We had time to chat. And I think I said to you, is there an element of faith in your books? I thought that there was, and you said there was. And so we started talking about that. Here we are at this big festival, has all different kinds of books. Wouldn't it be cool to have a festival like this for Christian books? Ah, how do you do that? I said to you, and you said,
Don't know, but we'll figure it out together. And so we spent a year planning because our first festival wasn't until no December December 2017. And so what were some of those early challenges you think we went through? Um,
"Hmm, gosh. We wanted it to be just like those big festivals we had been to. And so we wanted everything. We tried to put everything into it. And we didn't do a bad job. I think people really enjoyed it. But our first festival and our first, I think, three festivals were an in-person festival. And our one of our first speakers was Liz Curtis Higgs and that first year. And we got a decent drawing of people at a church that I attended at the time, which was a small church. And it was a lot of fun, but it was exhausting because we were figuring it out as we went. And
Yeah.
there were things we didn't know.
And I do remember one of the early challenges that we faced is I had two very personal losses. One was my mother, and Cindy was very supportive during that time. And it just seemed like every year we were losing someone. Cindy's sister passed away. Um,
My mother
Her
too.
mother passed away. I mean, it was cousins, uncles, and it it became a challenge a little bit emotionally, and especially that first year was very difficult. And over the years, so let's see, we started in 2017, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh my gosh, this will be the ninth year that we have done the festival. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I knew it's been a while, but just to literally count that out loud, like it's the ninth year. So, how has the festival changed and grown over the years?
It has definitely changed. That's true. Like I said, we started in person in December, which turned out not to be the best time because there were so many other events and people were so busy. And we thought, well, we need to change the date. We did to November, which still is November, but we needed time to figure all of this out. So rather than skip the next festival, we decided we'd do one online and go back to it eventually. And so we planned this online festival. And then that was the year of COVID. And everybody went online, but we truly thought of it first because it wasn't because of COVID that we did this, but it worked out. And we changed the format to 3 evenings. We had originally in person done Saturdays,
Hmm.
so we had changed it to 3 evenings. And I don't know why you're counting on your fingers how many years we did that, but uh, that's a challenge too because we had three speakers. After a while, the staff gets pretty our staff, I should say, volunteers get pretty exhausted with those 3 evenings, but it was still a lot of fun. And then we thought we need to change this up again. And we decided to do it on a Saturday and get back to just one day. So it's a long day, 9 to 4, but people can go in and out. And we kind of kept the format the same, where we had a speaker and we had our genre panels, which is what people tell us that they really enjoy about our festival is the genre panels where they can talk live, chat,
Hmm.
ask questions with the authors live. And last year we added games and more giveaways, which really made it a lot of fun, I think.
Absolutely. One of the things that we added to the festival several years ago now is the Angel Book Awards. And uh, do you want to talk about that, how that came about?
Well, you mentioned the losses that we had all had. And other people on the committee have had too. And that kind of inspired us for the people that we had a judge that passed away, just people that were involved with the festival and that had supported us. And those people were angels on earth to us. We
Yes.
felt, and that's where we came up with the name, the Angel Book Awards. And our goal is to connect readers with really good God honoring books, and the Angel Book Awards help us do that too, to recognize and promote authors even more. So we're very excited about that. It has grown and grown as the festival has, being online, which has made it more accessible to a lot more people.
Absolutely. And I'm also glad that you mentioned that our loved ones who passed away were angels on earth to us. You know, people don't think we're not theologically sound. We know that they haven't passed away and become angels. It was just our way of honoring them by calling it the Angel Book Awards. And it's something that we do every year now. And as Cindy said, it has grown. You know, I think that first year we did it, it's like, hey, please apply to our festival. Please, come to the festival. Please submit your uh, book for consideration for the Angel Book Awards. And now we're to the point where we've had to close applications early because we just can't accept any more people. And one thing I do want to point out about the Angel Book Awards is we aren't judges. So we get volunteers who read and judge the books. And that was a practice we started early on because we never wanted to be biased. And we don't communicate with the judges about their books. We get their scores, and then that's it. If we have questions, we will ask them. But we wanted, as a committee, we wanted to keep our hands clean from the judging, especially uh, we're in the creative writing world ourselves, you know, so we didn't want to have those biases tainting any of the scores. And over the years, I mean, we've had a variety of different featured authors. How can people find the festival?
Here's a frequently asked question. Where is the festival being held? It is online on Zoom, so you can come in your pajamas if you want to. So the festival is being held in your living room, wherever you'd like to join us at. It is Eastern time. Make sure you make note of that if you live in a different time zone or even if a different country. We've had people from different countries join us as well. Um, you must register on Eventbrite and you must be a registered Zoom user. Those are easy things to do, but that helps us to make sure only the people that are supposed to be are interested have registered join our festival. You can find that link on our website. Our website is ffbookfestival.org or our Facebook page. Just search for us, you'll find us. You can comment on this video. Maybe on the video, Yolanda, you can leave a link to where to register, but it is free to attend. So tell all your friends, and we're looking forward to having you there.
It has been certainly a pleasure partnering with you on this endeavor.
All of our past festivals are recorded and they're on YouTube. So we have a YouTube channel that you can go back and if you wanted to hear from Jamie Jo Wright or not the people who came early because we didn't record when we were live, but some of our later festivals you can go and listen to those and listen to our speakers and our panels.
Absolutely. And Cindy, I will make sure that I put those links in the comments. And the last thing I wanted to say regarding the festival is our heart behind it. So we came together because we wanted a place to celebrate people whose works honored God. And we also wanted a place that could unify people of various races and ethnicities and different genders. Obviously people can look at us and tell that we're just a little different. I don't think anyone would mistake us for twins or anything like that. But we wanted to come together and just to unify the body of Christ. There's a lot of division in our world, and sadly also in our churches. And so this has just been fun partnering and, you know, trying to create a space where it truly will reflect what heaven will look like. So thank you all so very much for your time. And Cindy, thank you again, and we'll be in touch.